There we are. We are live.
All right.
Hello. Welcome to the end table. We are so happy that you came to join us today. Kick back, relax, take a seat, because I got the homeboy in the building. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I'm going to give y'all a few minutes to invite and share. I'll be getting my notification in just a second, let you know that the end table is live. I want you to tag all of Monty's people in the comment section so they can know to come over here to the end table because it's going to be an outstanding night. I am so excited to be in the house with the end table, guys. It's about to be a treat. So, without further ado, I need everybody right now inviting and sharing and letting everybody know where we are. Listen, it's not just anybody that's in the studio with me today. I have a very special, one of a kind, outstanding, dynamic friend of the community, friend of friend to the end. I don't know. It was a title that I was trying to come up with for this guy, and all I can think about is everybody loves Monty. Everybody loves Monty.
I love
Everybody
everybody.
love you. Let's go ahead, y'all, and give it up for my homeboy, the one and only, the Mr. Migliacio, Monty Migliacio himself.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? That's awesome.
I'm so happy.
That's awesome.
I'm so happy you're here. Oh, look, somebody already saying, boy, the sheriff. Didn't we
Yes,
say that?
sir.
They're already calling you that. They're already calling you the sheriff. Thank you so much for joining me here at the end table.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Oh, I'm just beaming with pride. If no one has ever told you thank you for your service, let me be the first one to tell you thank you for your service.
Well, I appreciate that. Those words mean a lot, and we get it a lot. Our
Good.
community's good. Yes.
Good. You should get it a lot because you guys deserve it. I want you to tell those who may not know who you are, where you're from. Give them a little bit about yourself before we dive on in.
Well, my name is Monty Migliacio. I am from Plaquemine, Louisiana, born and raised. I graduated from Plaquemine High, the greatest graduating class of Plaquemine High history of 1999. Uh, I have a twin brother, uh,
Fine.
and I have been working for the sheriff's office now going on about 18 and a half years. Thank you. Thank you.
You do have a twin brother, Mr. Mario.
That's my twin brother.
Yes, it
Voice of the
is.
Green
The
Devils.
voice of the Green Devils. Shout out Mario. Y'all tag Mario in the comment section. The voice of the Green Devils. Look, Faith say, look at my classmate.
Hey, Faith, how you doing?
Hey, Faith, thank you for joining
Really
us
good friend of
here
mine.
at the end table. We're so happy to have you. Everybody has been saying, man, that's my homeboy. I see you got my homeboy on the show tonight.
That's right.
I see my homeboy coming. Everybody loves you. How does that feel?
Well, it feels great. I mean, uh, I got a lot of friends in Plaquemine, and they treat me very well. To be honest with you, I'm lucky.
You
I'm
deserve
lucky.
it. You deserve it. You
I'm lucky.
deserve it. I really wanted to bring you here to show you much love, but to also ask you the questions that kind of burn from the outside of the community that we never really get to ask
Right.
to law enforcement.
I
You
got
know, first off, you have maintained being Monty, the Monty that everyone loves, everybody can relate to,
Right.
and yet you are law enforcement. Many times, even the coolest dudes,
Right.
the most down to earth, most laid back cats, soon as they put on that law enforcement hat,
Things change a little bit.
yeah, oh, you with the people now, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, you're right. Absolutely.
And so, how have you been able to maintain still being Monty, even being law enforcement?
Great question. Tough question. Um, you know, growing up, I'm proud of my family. I think we had
Yes.
a family of public servants, and I'm proud of that.
Agreed.
Growing up around public servants, you kind of learn your way around a crowd. You learn your way around
True.
how to treat people.
True.
Growing up in Plaquemine and graduating from Plaquemine High, probably the greatest thing that ever happened to me and my brother. Okay, now me, me wearing a sheriff's hat, whatever, deputy sheriff, whatever that may be, it doesn't change the fact that, hey, you and I are friends.
Right.
You and I are friends. People, you're entitled to a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's consequences to mistakes.
True.
And look, most of the people that I've dealt with my entire career, they understand that.
Yes.
Sometimes I need to explain to them in a little bit, in a good tone. That helps. I think I
That's
show a lot of
true.
empathy. I
That's
think
right.
empathy is a good characteristic for a lawman.
That's true.
I have to show that. I tried to get my deputies to show it, and they do a great job.
Mhm.
I have 60 guys that work at the sheriff's office, and I love every one of them.
That's
They
good.
do a great job. But as far as me, I've been fortunate. I've been lucky in my career. The community has really treated me well. Of course, look, I don't make the laws. We have to enforce the laws.
True. That's real.
Right.
That's real.
And look, there's times that I have to arrest people.
Yeah.
I want them to be treated just like if I was arresting my son or anybody. You know what I mean? They need to be treated with dignity just like that. So we've been fortunate, and I've had a good, fun 18 and a half years.
Oh, we love you. We love you. And I will say this because we know Monty. So even if it's a situation where we're rolling up on a scene, it might not end too well for me.
Right.
Seeing you on the scene brings us comfort. It just okay. It's somebody I know.
Right.
Thank you for showing up. Even if I know the consequences may be that I might have to go with you
Right.
instead of saying bye, good to see you.
Sure. Right.
Even though
And it happens.
and it happens. What I feel ultimately happens is like, okay, man, I know you got to do what you got to do. I realize that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, how your brother and them doing?
Right.
No,
well,
how your people? I know
Absolutely.
you had to do what you had to do, but thank you for at least not treating me horrible in the process of me already feeling low about myself.
Right.
We want to be able to bridge the gap
Absolutely.
between law enforcement and the community. How have you been able to stay, I guess, in the middle, and be able to relate and be relatable to both sides?
Well, it goes back to showing empathy. And I think that's a critical characteristic that law enforcement needs to have, my deputies. One thing I feel like these guys or gals, whoever it may be, if we pull up to the scene and it's a tense situation,
Yeah.
these guys, they see me and they say, hey, I know Monty, I can go talk to him, I can have a good conversation. So some of my deputies can't do that because they may not know
Right.
these guys in the community. That's why it's important for me, for the sheriff, whoever, that have these guys that work. Hey, let's get out in the community. We all have a card.
Mm-hmm.
You have a card,
Mm-hmm.
end table card.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Monty, here, Chris, Mario, Johnny, here's my card. If you want to give your cell phone number, I give my cell phone number out to everybody. Hey, call me. If there's a problem, call me. I am willing to talk to anybody. They have a question. And look, even if it didn't happen in Plaquemine, if it happened in Baton Rouge, if it happened in Chicago, man, I saw something on TV. I'm confused, whatever. Yes. Call me. Let's talk it out. I want my deputies to kind of understand that as well. Hey, look, don't be afraid. Look, somebody comes up there and he's like, hey, here's my card. Man, you need something, give me a call. If I can't figure it out, somebody can.
That's good.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. And that's why we're so happy to have you. We're so happy to have that ally. That's right. The word I'm looking for. Have an ally in the inside who can say, look, I know his mama. He might be going through some things right now, but I know where he come from. Absolutely. I know his background. I know that he's just going through a situation right now. That's not who he really is.
And to be honest with you, that's a good point. And I think what's lucky about Iberville Parish Sheriff's Office is that we have several individuals the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, officer, deputy, they know them. And look, a lot of my guys, I mean, they are assistant coaches. They help
True.
out in the
That's
community.
true.
We love that.
Mm-hmm. I love that we are a tight knit community.
Absolutely.
You are, I am, Plaquemine High bred.
Oh, absolutely. You cut me right here in the arm. I'm bleeding green. I'm bleeding green. I'm bleeding green.
You have been such an inspiration in Plaquemine High athletics. You play baseball,
Basketball,
basketball,
football.
football. You know what it's like for the community right now today and what we're feeling for those guys on
No,
Friday. What?
absolutely. It's and to be honest with you, I mean, I graduated in 1999, so I was there from 94 or 95 to 99, and to this present day, we've had some big games at Plaquemine High. But I tell you what, this is in the top three biggest games I've ever attended, and I will be there first thing tomorrow.
Yes, indeed. Let's put a pin right there and let's go ahead and shout out,
Yes.
highlight those boys who
Yeah.
are coming through to really show up and show out for our community. I'm going to put a pin right there and go ahead and shout them out. Let
Absolutely.
you know that you should come out and support the Plaquemine High School Green Devils. The tailgate begins at 3:30 p.m. You can tailgate from 3:30 to 6:30. The senior recognition is right before kickoff. Kickoff begins at 7 p.m. It's a hashtag blackout blackout, so y'all need to be in the building. Okay? Hello, somebody.
Absolutely.
Whoo, Lord, I wasn't gonna stop until I plugged them real quick.
Absolutely. And look, I want to give a shout out to the sheriff, of course, and I want to give a shout out to the administrators at Plaquemine High School, the school board, all the school board members. I want to give a
Yes.
shout out to Plaquemine High School football team, the coaches, the administrators. What a fantastic job they've done.
Oh, Dre,
That's the head
that's
coach.
old Dre.
He's done a fantastic job.
Yes,
And
he
look,
has.
and he's got a good team around him. All the assistant coaches, all the people that help on the sidelines, the volunteers. What a great organization.
I'm excited about it. I'm
Oh,
super excited
I'm
about
super
it.
excited. We're gonna have a good time for sure.
You guys, you and your brother, y'all play sports.
Absolutely.
Hi, you've always been a twin. You've always,
Always been a
there's
twin.
always been another you,
That's right.
another person, a split chromosome.
That's right.
Have you ever not wanted to be a twin?
No, never. Look, my brother and I, till this day, we we we've been competitive our whole life, and we're 42. We're still competitive today.
Really?
Mario, I got you a little bit on a long drive and a couple other things, but we'll talk about that later.
Ooh.
But no, look, we have a great relationship. He does a lot in our community.
Yes, he does.
He's a flag football coach. He's a tackle football coach. He's
Come
a
on.
baseball coach. He's a basketball coach, and he does a good job.
Ah,
Proud
yes,
of
he
him.
does. Hey, shout out to Mario. We
That's
love
right.
you, Mario.
Yeah, he did.
Now that we know that you are the guy that everybody loves, you are the go-to guy, especially if we're in trouble.
Right.
But how is it having to be on the other side? Like I know
And policing my own community.
policing your own community, policing your own peers.
Well, look, I think there's a lot of advantages to policing your own community. I think there's also some disadvantages too. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, and for my career, I would say that it has been majority advantages for me to police my own community.
Okay.
Number one, they trust me. Okay. I'm not
Agreed.
in the business of going up to somebody that I know and tell them, say, hey, this is what we have. A, B, C, and D. And E is the outcome. I'm not going to say M is the outcome, right? I'm going to give him straight up and I'm going to tell him straight up, hey, this is the outcome.
Mm.
If your community doesn't trust you, we got some problems. And I feel in Plaquemine, hey,
That's agreed.
it's not, look, law enforcement is a tough job. Okay.
Yeah, for
Period.
sure.
I have the utmost respect for everybody that works at Everett Parish Sheriff's Office, that works in Uniform Patrol, in every department across this country. Um, it's a tough job.
Oh yes, and you leave the house not knowing if you're coming back.
It's a tough job. Um, I wouldn't trade it for the world,
Mm.
and I wouldn't trade living in Plaquemine or Everville Parish for the world.
Mm.
That's correct.
On those days when it's tough, on those days when you may have had to arrest a friend, or I'm sure you've had those days.
Without question.
How how is it? I want to know. Like,
It's
is
it's
it?
it's
I know
it's not easy.
yeah.
Look, if I go down to the jail and I'm bringing somebody to jail, whatever it may be, if I arrested someone in the past, I'm going to try at the end of the day to say, hey, look, every action has some consequences. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna, whatever it may be, probation, some jail time, whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
But look, there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm.
Okay, but people need to understand, and even these young guys, they need to understand that, hey, some of your decisions have serious consequences, and
Mm-hmm.
some of those consequences may not be any light at the end of the tunnel.
That's
Okay?
that's the
So
truth right there.
that's correct. So they may not be any light for them. So
Ooh,
they need to understand that their decisions have consequences.
that is true. So we know you, Monty. We know Monty. We know Monty from Blackman High. We know
Right.
Monty from football. We know
Right.
Monty from these things, but these young cats don't.
Right. Right. They don't.
So how do you remain relevant and relatable to the younger generation that's coming up that don't know Monty and Mario?
Right. Well, one of the things that I like to do is what I just asked all of Blackmen to do: show up on Friday. They see me on the sidelines.
That's
They see my
good.
deputies, or the sheriff's deputies. They see us coming down the road. They see us escorting their buses to the games. They see us on the sidelines. We're giving them high fives. I want them to know that, hey, I at one time in my life I was just like you,
That's real, Monty.
just like you. Okay,
Yes.
I was breathing hard. I was running stadiums. I was running 100-yard dashes.
Y'all had 2 days?
Absolutely. Sweating my tails off, bleeding, hurting. But I was once just like them. And I want them to know that I support them. The people in this community support them. The sheriff supports them.
Yes.
And know that I'm easily available, and they can, call me anytime, really. I mean, they get me at the courthouse every day.
That's right.
Yeah, they get me at the courthouse every day.
That's real. I love the way you have remained relevant as well as relatable. Relevant because you can still be found in the trenches today.
Absolutely.
In the same streets, you can still chop it up with the same people. You can
Absolutely.
still have the conversations that are politically correct and not politically
Right.
correct.
That's right.
You can still be that guy, and you can also be the guy that we know what he's saying, he means business.
Right.
Okay, if Monty telling me that this is what I need to do in order to A, stay out of trouble,
Right.
or B, better myself,
Exactly.
we take heed to it.
Absolutely. And I appreciate that. You know, these guys that I talk to on a regular basis, I mean, look, I go to all the games, we hug, we talk, and we talk about these things. Okay.
Mhm.
I feel like the 17 or the 16 to the 25 is a critical stage right now. And these
Agreed.
guys need to kind of understand that. One thing about it, we have some good young people and some guys that I graduated and ladies that I graduated with in our
Mhm.
community that are really helping the sheriff's office, the Plaquemine Police Department, and kind of spreading this word, and say, hey guys, look, there's consequences to what you do. Let's go up there and talk to Monty. Let's go up there and talk to the sheriff. Let's go up there and talk to the chief.
Right.
You know what I mean? So look,
Mhm.
we're fortunate, and wouldn't trade anything for the world.
I'm happy to have you there. We're blessed to have you there, just to be able to have that ally. Not that we don't feel that the Iberville Parish Sheriff's Office, the deputies or whatever the case may be, are not for the community. We just know that everybody don't know us.
That's
I guess
correct.
that
No, look, that's fair to say. Because,
yeah.
and look, I can kind of, law enforcement's a tough job, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I told you that they were beating the door down to become a police officer, I wouldn't be telling the truth.
I agree.
Okay. Yes, it is
That's
important to live in the community. It's
Mm-hmm.
important to police the community. But I will tell you this, Sheriff Stassi, he is. I've never seen someone receive the phone calls that he receives in a day. Answers every one of
Oh,
them.
I bet.
He answers every one of them.
I agree.
And I'm appreciative of him. I think the community is appreciative of him.
Mm-hmm.
And we're lucky.
I love that they keep saying like I'm just fortunate. I'm just lucky.
Right.
It's like it's so humble. You're so humble.
Right.
Because it's like you're not saying, oh, it's because I know everybody or
Right.
I've been here or I've been here. You're saying I've just been fortunate enough to
That's correct.
have been shown the love to still be able to be Monty and still be able to be in law enforcement.
Absolutely.
Your new dad?
I am a new dad. He made 9 months yesterday.
What?
Yeah, he's
How is having a baby after 40?
to be honest with you, I kind of feel like I'm 25.
Right.
I really, when I think about it, 42. I started late, but
yeah,
he's great. He really is. His mom's wonderful.
I bet.
She's the backbone of this of the house. No
Shout
doubt
out to
about it.
MSA.
She's
Mhm.
really good,
Oh,
and she's matter of fact. I mean, you think we don't bleed green? She's the assistant principal at Plaquemine High School, and she does a lot.
She is really beautiful. First of all,
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
you got lucky there too.
I did. I can't deny that. I'm very lucky. She's strong, and she.
We got the sheriff on the live. Hey, we at the Iberville Sheriff's Office are proud to have Monty in our administration. He is my right hand.
Hey, Sheriff.
Come on, Sheriff. Yeah, we're happy to have him. We're happy to have you, Sheriff. And thank you for tuning in to the end table.
Absolutely.
Now that you've come to this place of I'm a new dad, I'm a dad, I am sad. I've almost 20 years in my field. Do you, Monty the man, are you satisfied here where you are right now?
That's a great question. Look, I'm happy where things are at.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, I have some goals to reach.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like through hard work, I'll get there.
I agree.
But look, I didn't get there by myself. Okay.
That's true.
I didn't get there by myself. And the guys and gals that work for the sheriff's office, they mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're important.
Yeah. You're family. You're family. We can tell that you guys are family.
Absolutely.
Y'all roll for each other.
No,
and that's why it's also good though for them that if they're in a tough situation locally, if it may be somebody who's not from around, or if they're in a tough situation and they might be around somebody who may not know who they are, it's good that you can roll up and maybe can de-escalate a situation for them.
Oh, absolutely. It's happened several times, and look, the guys, again, sometimes I wish people were knocking down the door to come to be in law enforcement, but that's not necessarily the case.
Yeah.
We are fortunate at Iberville that we are staffed. We are fully staffed.
Well, thank God for that.
In uniform patrol. So these guys are learning every day. Whether they grew up in Iberville or not, they are learning every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting these guys' names out there. I want the people of the community to be able to trust everybody that wears that sheriff uniform.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Build that trust.
absolutely,
Build that
absolutely.
trust.
And I know it's not easy. Look, I know this. People's gonna say, "Hey, Monty, that's not necessarily easy." This happened, this
That's
happened,
right.
and that's I understand that.
Yes.
I understand it, but on a day-to-day basis, these guys come out every day to protect you, the
Mm.
community, and everybody that lives in Liverpool Parish. Period. I'll go to the grave with that for sure.
That's good. That is
Absolutely.
awesome. We as a community thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
We thank you for being on our side. We appreciate you for being a people's kind of law enforcement officer. But I want to ask you, what does being an officer of the people look like for you?
It looks like if I pull up on a scene that if somebody can come, look, there's some situations that somebody's not going to walk up to me, okay? But on
Mm,
certain situations, whether it be really any type of incident besides your serious things or whatever, guns in play or something like that, they could that. But it looks like to me that somebody can walk up to me just like you said, say, "Hey,
mm-hmm,
Monty, this is what happened. This is what we got." Okay.
mm-hmm.
Or if I go to a scene and I say, "Hey, look, we need to talk," and they have a seat. Now, again, there's some young guys that may not know me,
Yeah.
okay, and they may know some of my guys. And I
Mm-hmm.
pull up on the scene. I need my guys to de-escalate the situation,
Oh,
whatever.
I never thought about it like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. But what it looks like to me is that, hey, if I
Mm.
pull up somewhere, hey, look at Monty. Hey, Monty, man, come see. Let's
Yeah.
talk about this,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we're gonna get to the end of it.
You've been in this game now for almost 20 years.
Right.
It's changed a lot in 20 years.
You
Ah.
can't imagine.
Oh,
You can't imagine.
this younger generation, technology in place,
Sure.
things are changing. Things are a whole lot more dangerous too.
Absolutely.
How have you seen it changed from your time to the youth today? I mean, you've grown up in this hood. You've seen this hood. You from here.
Right.
It
You
was
know,
different in your time
it
to it
was.
is today. Tell
Right.
me how it's changed on your end.
And I may get a little flack for this, but I think to be honest with you, I
Tell the
think
truth.
discipline has really changed a little bit. Okay. And discipline goes a long way.
You telling the truth,
It really goes a
Monty.
long way. But I will tell you what really has changed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And look, there's some advantages to having this right here, which is a cell phone, and
Yes.
there's some disadvantages. But this has really changed the
Change the
scope of a
game.
lot of things.
Oh,
That's
yes, it
correct.
has.
It really has, and and some of these young guys and young gals need to understand that hey, this cell phone can get not only themselves, some other people, and some serious issues. So
That's good.
that's one of the things that in my career that I've seen change. It's just actually cell phone technology
And
and
they
what
needed
they've
to
done
hear
to
it
them.
from you. They needed to hear from you
Absolutely. No,
that
absolutely.
this little thing can get us in a whole lot of trouble.
It really has.
It's hell. It's definitely it's beneficial. Like I know that we can't live without this little thing.
No, exactly.
We can't survive without it. But it can make or break you.
No, I agree. And it's I think the younger generation needs to kind of understand that.
That's
They need to
true.
understand that.
That's true. That's true. In the comments section, look, they're saying we thank you, Monty.
Hey,
We
Faith.
appreciate you, Monty. I say we
She's hey,
appreciate
yo,
you.
thank you.
We know that you're the exception. There's not a lot like
Yeah.
you. There you're not.
Well, look, and I
That's
tell my guys too. Look, you see the stickers, kind of the cliche thin blue line, but there's a lot of truth to this. There's a thin line between what law enforcement and to a normal citizen. There's a thin line, and
yeah.
some people it's not a fair thing, but we are deputy sheriffs, police officers. We're held to a higher standard. Sometimes we might not like that, but
That's
look, we're
true.
held to a higher standard, and Sheriff Stassi, he makes sure that everybody understands that, no
Mhm.
doubt about it.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
uh,
Mhm. I know exactly what you're saying as that being held to a higher standard. You know why? Because we are all family. we are all family down here, especially when you think about everybody knows everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
know your mom. We know Brett, we know Mr. Stassi, we know his
No,
people.
right.
We know them. And so you are held to a higher standard when people feel like, man, but that's my people. You know, that's
That's true.
that's they're for me, they're for me. That's why it's also harder to be on the other side, to be the bad guy.
Right.
Because everybody feel like, man, you my boy.
Right. Oh, I
Like,
get that a lot. Hey, about it. I'm like, hey, come on over here. Whatever it may be. We
yeah,
got to get to the bottom of it.
yeah,
But while we're talking a little bit about law enforcement, I want to give a lot of praise to the guys that work for the sheriff's office.
yeah,
Okay.
yes.
And people.
I love you too. That's
You know.
my Miss Sassy.
Oh,
Miss Gyro. She Miss Gyro now. I'm
That's right.
sorry.
That's
You
right.
used to be Miss Sassy. Now she's Miss Gyro. We love you too, girl.
Oh, absolutely.
But back to
We,
law enforcement.
not only are we held to a higher standard, but these guys, people look at them. If somebody passed in front of the house and they in full uniform, we automatically have a different view of that person. But I think what we need to understand as a citizen is that, look, he has a uniform on and he swore an oath to protect and enforce the laws of this nation and the state. That being said, it does not mean that that guy or that lady in uniform is not subject to the same mistakes that we make, or subject to the same doubts, regrets, whatever. I saw it the other day. It's they make a mistake every day, okay? And but for what these guys go through every day, I think just a little recognition goes a long way for them. So.
And just as you said, as a citizen, we have to have empathy as well. You said empathy plays a big part in being
Right.
A sheriff or a
Right.
deputy or officer or any empathy. It plays a big part as a citizen towards law
It's
enforcement
an
as
extremely
well.
important characteristic, not just for leaders, for population. I mean, just citizens in general, just whoever. It's
Humanity,
it's correct.
empathy.
It's very important. It really is.
Oh
It
man.
really is.
I want to thank you, Monty, for coming.
No,
Thank you
I'm
for
glad I
coming to the
came.
end table.
Right. I'm glad. I'm glad.
We needed to have the conversation, even though you are tangible. You're tangible. You're right here. You in the trenches. We can touch
Oh,
you,
absolutely.
feel you, talk to you anytime. But it was really important that you come on a platform where we can not only just honor you because you
Yeah,
deserve it.
no.
Yes, you do. But also so that the younger generation who don't know Monty and Mario, who don't know you guys, to see that we all the same. We
Right.
all came from the same places. We came from the same streets. We know the same people.
Absolutely.
We're the same.
Absolutely.
And thank you for remaining Monty, the Monty that everybody loves. So I want
appreciate you.
everybody in the comment section to clap it up for our homeboy, our friend, the Monty Migliacio.
Well, I appreciate you having me on here. And
Thank you.
again, I want to give a shout out to Sheriff Stassi again, and I want to give a shout out to the men and women that work for the Will Parish Sheriff's Office. They are the backbone. And
look, I have a question that I do want to ask. I have a
Okay.
question in the comment section. They
Okay.
say, someone asks, how do you feel about bad cops?
The same way I feel about bad doctors, bad lawyers, bad whatever. I feel the same way. Okay?
That's real.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Again, on this, look, law enforcement is not perfect. Every profession is going to have some problems. Okay, and what
That's
we
true.
need to do.
There's
and
bad
what,
teachers.
Absolutely. I mean, look.
Yeah,
I didn't want to
agree.
bring that up for you.
It's the
Francesca. I mean, you're a teacher, but hey, no, that's true. No, absolutely.
It's real.
Look, every profession has some problems. Okay. I will tell you, honest, that I truly feel that it is a very, very small percentage, but they're there. And I feel the same way as a bad teacher, bad lawyer, whatever. They need to be removed from the profession and no longer allowed to work any streets in law enforcement.
Facts.
Absolutely.
That's what he said. Facts. Thank you for being that guy. that can answer the tough questions.
No,
It's like, and
absolutely.
then give it to us in a way we can be like, you know what? You're right.
No,
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Y'all, one more time, clap it up for Monty. They loving on you, Monty. Check them out. They saying you did a good job.
Well, I'm glad.
Everybody clapping it up for you. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look
They
at that.
love you. Everybody loves Monty.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Last time, guys, I want to let you know that you need to come out tomorrow and support those Plaquemine High School Green Devils.
It's going to be
Mario
fantastic.
will be on the mic, as always, DJing us through the whole thing.
Welcome to Green Devil Stadium.
You don't have the juice.
No, I really don't. My brother's probably, if he's watching, he's probably rolling on the ground right now.
You don't have the juice, but we love you anyway. We still love you.
No doubt about it. We'll be out there for sure.
Man, we thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for joining us. They say thank you for being transparent, Monty. We love you.
Absolutely.
Oh God. All righty. I want you guys to know that we Coach Pete got something for you, Monty. Coach Pete said he got something for you, Monty.
Absolutely.
I want everybody,
my buddy,
to know that we at the end table love you. Listen, if the end table has been blessing you, if the end table has been a blessing to your life, I want to tell you right now, feel free to sow a seed into the end table. That's I wanted that. If you would like to sow a seed into the end table, go ahead and do it right there. If you are interested in being a part of the Galentine's Gala, you need to contact Markeisha Bosley. Go ahead. Tickets are available right now. Contact Markeisha right now. And also, guess what, y'all? Guess who's going to be at Essence Festival this year? That girl right there.
Look out.
Look at her.
Look out. That's awesome. That is awesome.
Girl. Go ahead and go to Essence Festival and do that and rep your city. I'm so proud. This was a dream of mine. I'm going to tell a story real quick and we're going to get out of here. I actually wrote this down at a vision board party in 2019 that I wanted to style at Essence Festival. So I was styling then. So I said, I want to style somebody famous at Essence Festival.
Right.
I put it down on my vision board. I wrote it down. I made it plain. And then I tucked it away. After that, 2020 happened. COVID happened. Right. Essence Festival was canceled for 2 years straight. So I thought like, oh, it's over, all right. I stopped styling because COVID happened.
Right.
But I am here to tell you that God can do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or think if you really just trust in him, because I put that down and I believe, and he told me, look, I'm going to give you something better than just styling. You're going to go and you go host it.
What?
The very first Big Easy Retreat, and it is sponsored by one of our very own Miss Tasha Dickerson. Tasha, our Plaquemine own, her company is putting this on, and she asked your girl to be the host of it. And I'm so excited about that.
That's incredible.
So, guys, once again, last but not least, oh, look, they still clapping you up in the comment section.
Oh, man, we're good.
Look at you. They're loving on you. Until next time, we will see you. Oh, look, Junior say, my dude, Monty. That's Junior. Meet us. Beat us.
That's absolutely.
To Plaquemine High School tomorrow. Because it's about to be on and popping.
It's going to be awesome.
Oh, man, look, they still saying we love Monty.
Cody. Hey, Cody.
All righty.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Look, my sister say Monty for president. Yes, Monty for president. They really love you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Miss Gyro. I appreciate you too. Guys, we're going to see y'all tomorrow. Y'all go to Monty, hit them up. If you're tangible, let the people know how they can reach you.
Absolutely.
If they need your help, Monty.
You can contact me 24/7, really. I'm at the courthouse every day, 687-5100. And you can call me on my cell phone, 776-5840.
That's a man right there. That's a man who stand by his word. Hit me
Absolutely.
up. Hit me up. Thank you so much, Monty. Until we meet again, we'll see y'all next week at the end table. I love y'all. Meet us at Green Devil Stadium tomorrow. Peace out.
Love you guys.
Bye.